This is Just Roy, aka Just. What's up, what's up, what's up? Long time no here. Yo, I'm back full effect. Yo, I got a good topic for you today. And usually, lately, I've been having to take some notes and stuff. This is a response back to Tommy Soto, S-O-T-O, Mayor, or M-A-Y-A-R. Real name is Thomas Jerome Harris. We're going to get into him a little bit later, but this is basically a response to a lot of things that I saw on his YouTube channel, and I wanted to respond back. About a 14-year-old kid named Mario Toliver Jr. He shot and killed his sister in Oakland, California, I believe, or Athens, California. Apparently, from the research me and my wife found on Google, the fight started over something about the sister washing her brother's clothes, and it got bleached, and an argument ensued, and apparently something was thrown, and and then a gun was involved in it, and the fact I want to correct Mr. Thomas Jerome Harris was that when he said that the father wasn't in their lives, that's far from the truth. From what me and my wife found out, was that the father was raising them with the grandmother, and they was living in a one-bedroom apartment, probably with a tight squeeze. But the fact that when Tommy had made a statement that the father wasn't there and the mother was young, which she wasn't. I think the mother's in her mid-30s and stuff, whatnot.
They aren't living in government assistance.
Yeah, they're not living in government assistance. He was, just making assumptions on a lot of things that was not true. That
the community that they were living in was crime-free for 30 years.
Exactly, crime-free, decent neighborhood and stuff. And even the landlord, he was on the news thing, on from the news clip we seen. He was shocked that they got into it over something as simple as the laundry. But the father had talked to his son after the fact that the little boy was scared and worried, and he was pleading on camera, like, hey, Mario, please come home and stuff and whatnot. And a lot of things. He was
out driving around looking for him on Friday.
Exactly, but as my wife said, they was out looking for him and stuff and whatnot, trying to find him, bring him home, get everything straightened out. And the things that threw me about Mr. Thomas Jerome Harris, how the negativity of how he deraded black women, and he was trying to push his ideals not only to us but to his lady friend who was there, and said, well, that's how black women do. They'll bleach, and trust me, I've dated them all. You know what I'm saying? I have a kid's mother who's Caucasian, and trust me, they do the same shit. Ain't no color in this, and for him to go out his way to berate and say with black culture that we're trapped instead of promoting. That's what I didn't really like. Other things that me and my wife found out, that the mother's incarcerated. We don't know how much time she got. They really didn't give us a detail on how much time she was serving. But from the news, from the clips of the news, they said that she sent the letter or got news to them that, hey, okay, we lost her, but find him, save him if you can. I'm pretty sure that's a hurt feeling as a parent to hear your child was killed over something mindless, especially by another sibling. And me and my wife, we found Mario Toliver Facebook, and his sister Justice Toliver on her Facebook go by Justin Moxin, Moxin, and she's a pretty girl, beautiful child. And the little boy, the brother, 14, he has a child. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not saying the father didn't try, but it baffles me that his 2 babies was having babies, and on their Facebook you see them waving cash and throwing gang signs up, and I mean, me and my wife, we have 3 boys and a girl, and that's farther from our agenda to let them roam the street or get any type of situation where they're gonna be able to have a Facebook or any type of media, social media, where they're flashing, doing anything where I feel will be negative. And it's not going to happen. And I'm not saying this man didn't try. I understand that on the news.
He didn't put enough effort.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't put enough effort. And on the news stand, they say he was on probation. And
For drug possession.
Drug possession and stolen property. And my biggest thing is, how did the boy get the gun? That's where my thought is, was it the father's gun? Did he run into the room and get it? I mean, they was living in a 1-bedroom apartment trying to make it, basically. I understand the trouble. We've been there, done that. And you do what you got to do to make it for your family. And I'm pretty sure, it was some intense situations up in that house, you know what I'm saying? Just crowded in like that. She got a child and he got a child, the grandmother's there and the father's there. So we can assume up here, but my thing with Mr. Thomas Jerome Harris, that instead of saying in a positive way that, hey, you know what, let's learn from this situation. Let's empower our young men and daughters. This is not the way to live. This is not the way to do each other. If we have an argument, let's work this out. I didn't get that from this man. To you, I say this to you, Thomas Jerome Harris, or Tommy, or how you say it? Exactly as my wife say. It just, for you to basically, and I did my research on you too, sir. I mean, it's like, you really have a bad thing for us, the black culture. It's like, especially black women, our mothers. It's like, how can you degrade the black women's, and say they black this, black hoes, black this, and you have a mother, you have a sister. Do you hate them that much where you have to put down everyone? Exactly, degrade every black woman, and instead of being positive? I understand, and I read your little history on Google, how your baby mama put you in jail. Who's your baby mama? Who's black? You know what I'm saying? But you have to degrade every black woman because she did that to you. Stand up and be a man. You know what I'm saying? I've owned child support. I got through it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going on YouTube. Oh my God, my baby mama. You know what I'm saying?
White.
Yeah. She owns the white. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? You deal with these things, man. For you to exactly. It's life, and you're out here giving out all this hate. I mean, just strictly hate.
He sounds very educated.
Exactly. Me and my wife had a comment. You remind us of that character on Django, the butler. You know what I'm saying? The one Samuel L. Jackson character just loved his white people.
Uncle Tom.
Yeah, the Uncle Tom type of character and stuff and whatnot. And you fall into that comfortably, and you're that type of person that, I just hate you niggas. Oh, I'm gonna pray to my white God, and we just gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? That's what you give off. You know what I'm saying? Instead of giving out positive things and saying, hey, you know what? This is such a sad thing to constantly see this, to see our young black youth doing this to ourselves, and causing harm and death on us, and you should be out there promoting in such a positive way. I mean, how do you sleep at night? That's my question. How do you sleep at night throwing such hate?
What does his grandmother and mother have to say about all these negative, degrading comments that he says about every,
Exactly. I'm pretty
darker your skin,
and I'm surprised. And you live in Atlanta. Atlanta's black as all outdoors, bro. And you're going around, throwing such hate. And I'll say this, and this is my opinion. Anybody that agree with you on hating black women's and black young women's, and you want to roll with how you say black women's are the worst, and you're glorifying white women's and certain things white people do, then they're a fool just as much as you. Because as much as our black moms, mothers, and grandmothers endured to get us here educated and whatnot. I mean, the lady, my real biological mother is real dead, but I was raised by a beautiful black woman. Dark-skinned, beautiful braids. I mean, love her to death. And they educated me. And you seem like you're an educated man, but I understand you need your ratings, and I understand YouTube give you a little paycheck, but is every dollar worth your soul? That's the question. Is that dollar worth your soul that you need to degrade our black mothers, our black grandmothers, our black young daughters, young nieces? Dude, that's your kick? I mean, really? I mean, it's such a sad thing, and it's something else I want to throw, about the Murrow Toliver and his sister. I mean, it's like, they seem like they was just caught up. I mean, it's like, me and the wifey read his post, and
what really got me is that they had their little babies during their gang signs in the restrooms with their Pampers on.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, that was buffoonery. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad too, because they didn't get a chance to have a future or live a productive life. They was caught up in something and glorifying negativity, and they thought it was the thing to do. That was so sad about that. You know what I'm saying? But I see that in different races. I'm from Michigan, Detroit, and Grand Rapids. I see that with white, Hispanic, all types of cultures where they glorify, being in gangs or gang relations. You know what I'm saying? And I've been around that. And I can tell you, hands on, ain't nothing good or glorifying about that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stress. If you're going to live the next day, if you're going to make it through that day. I mean, instead of you saying, hey, black youth, learn from this. Learn from these young men and young women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they were siblings. They got into such a heated situation where this young man ended his older sister's life. Is this the way we want our lives to be? No. But you didn't do that. The things you did was bring negativity. You know what I'm saying? And no self-promotion, no self-awareness of bettering ourselves. You just brought negativity. And Mr. Thomas Jerome Harris, aka Tommy Soda. Am I saying it right, baby?
No, just leave it.
Okay, baby. But the main point I'm trying to say is like, don't be such a fucking sellout to us, to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got kids who are black. Is this what you want to give them? Is this what you want to leave as your
Why does it matter if a black woman wants to be with a man who is millionaire? If that's the lady that the millionaire chooses to be with. Look at the Playboy bunny house.
Exactly.
Nothing but white women.
My wife was referring to about the situation when you were saying the black women, black billionaires are marrying black women and stuff. It doesn't matter. Color shouldn't even matter.
Janet Jackson has her own money. A lot of these black women have their own money.
Exactly. So to y'all and to my so-called viewers out there, what little bit I have and what more I may get, learn from this. That check out if you go to Google, check out about 14-year-old shoots sister, 17-year-old sister, or look up go to Google, look up about Mario Toliver Jr. shooting Sister Justice, and you can definitely see all that on Google. And also, if you can, go to Facebook and you'll see their Facebooks. And you know, the woman, the girl was a beautiful girl. I have to say that. And he was a young, handsome man. It's just sad that they just didn't get to live their lives the way they should have. And
they didn't have the good structure that they should have gotten.
Exactly. And it's such a sad thing. And we have negative people as for Mr. Thomas Jerome Harris, throwing out negativity instead of sending out positive things of not venturing into a life like this. But I understand that's his ratings, and he's entitled to his free speech, and I'm entitled to respond back to it too. So to y'all, to my friends, my family, this is Just Right, aka Just. I'm out. Keep your heads up. Stay positive. Don't let nobody tell you nothing where it will not better you, but keep you motivated. All right. So this is Just Right, aka Just. I'm out. Peace.